Hi guys, been about a week I suppose since I put out a last video, and today doing another video again. This time we're walking between up in CBS Chamberlain's Manuels area of the CNR main line, and so we're walking between Fowlers Road and Manuels River. We're going to walk down to the old trestle down here at Manuels. I've come along here on mountain bike twice, but I never did have the camera with me. Kind of wish I did at the time, but I didn't. So anyway, not sure what we're going to find here today, if we're going to find anything at all, but let's see what's out there. Let's see what this section of the CNR main line has to offer us today. I'll get you in a bit.
Gone are the railroads, our link to the past. Here come the truckloads, they're moving so fast. Our children must ride on a boat or a plane to go to the mainland just to see a train. No leisurely walks on the tracks before bed. The tracks that we see will be tracks in our heads. As we look at the scars on the face of our land, left by the train tracks that once crossed Newfoundland, we wonder just where the old bullet went, and think of the waste and the sweat that was spent. For the back-breaking labor of men laid to rest, they stripped all the tracks in the name of progress. And progress is pushing us on right ahead. But who'll hold the key to the past when we're dead? They're stripping away the dear and the old. How long before all of our heritage is sold? Gone are the railroads, our link to the past, and the back-breaking labor of men laid to rest. They're stripping the ties from the railway bed. Who'll hold the key to the past when we're dead? Yes, who'll hold the key to the past when we're dead?
Well guys, after you walk from Fowlers up past the trestle, then you're into community of Manuels, and the track disappears here along this stretch where Esso and Irving is too here in Manuels. So this is the end of the line for me for today. But you walk back this way and well, you're back into the track again. I got a lot of pictures so far. It's taking me time walking down through and checking every pole, hoping maybe there might be a long lost insulator, or or a rare insulator, but pretty sure I found a rare insulator. Found this really dark glass insulator. You can see it shines through. It was more brighter, but not sure if you can see. That's real dark glass. I almost mistaked it for a ceramic, black ceramic. But it wasn't ceramic at all. It's really dark glass. So I take this one home, and see if I can identify how old it is. There's lots of resources online that you can tell how old some of these insulators are. But here we go, let's take that one home. And that's Manuels River Hibernia Interpretation Center. It's a brand new building. And, well, we're on our way back to the track now, back to Fowler Road again. Last summer I walked a section from Fowlers Road and walked east so far, and today I figured I'd do this little section from Fowlers Road west to Manuels. So anyways, I'll show you a few things now on the way that I come across.
Soaring through the summer breeze, the haunted wailing of a steam train, it takes me back and sets my spirit free. My parents died when I was just a boy. They sent me to my aunt in Tennessee, but in those hills I stumbled on the railroad. So much older, the heartache and the pain has surely changed. But now my blood is of the railroad. It's got my heart, it courses through my veins.
This is one for any model railroaders out there that they want to duplicate this. You see how they got the regular poles crisscrossed and filled in with rock in the middle, and that's where the pole originally stood. It was cut off, so that's pretty cool. They still use this technique today, but it's still cool nonetheless. So the pole line on this track, from what I could tell from stumps and stuff and the poles, they're on this side over here, and they weren't on this side, but don't necessarily mean that there ain't anything on this side of the track. So we'll have a good look now on this side going back. So anything comes up, I'll let you know. And while I'm walking along this section, just thought I'd make note that we used to visit my Uncle Jack He used to live up here in Chamberlain's area, Topsail, Chamberlain, and I can remember when I was younger, I can remember the horns from the trains as they were going by, and they were quite loud. But in saying that, they were loud, but they also had a really low howl to them, you know? It wasn't really a high pitch squeal out of the horns. It was a low, like a like that. Not as low as a foghorn, mind you, but a little bit higher. But it's definitely a sound that I'll never forget as long as I live. And used to enjoy visiting my Uncle Jack and Aunt Rose. And yeah, but it was real nice to hear them trains then. Too bad I never had a camera to record anything back then, you know. It definitely would have been good to hear and record, but you know, it's all in hindsight as such. But anyways, just thought I'd share that with you, that I do remember the old horns from the NF110s and NF210s. It's a sound you'll never forget, especially when you hear them way off in the distance. It was pretty cool to hear them. Alright, you may be able to hear the river there in the background. That's Manuels River, and the railway track here do cross it. If you look on Google Earth and Manuels and you find the main line, you'll see this bridge. It's quite high, to say the least. I was on top taking a few snapshots of the river and the abundance and stuff. It's pretty cool. As you can tell, we are getting higher. I haven't been down around there. I don't know what's down there, but I'll show you the river from up here. It's quite high. There's Manuels River from the railway track. And that's Manuels Bridge for the highway down there. So, you ready to look over the side? Woo! A long way down there. Have a look at this side. You see they use concrete or granite. And granite on top of concrete. Not sure how long this concrete is going to last. It was showing signs of weathering already, as you can see. We soon want to have to do something with the bridge, with these bridges, before they're not safe anymore. And if you really look, let's see. If you look at the bridge, I'm going to get down any further, but you see the original trestle is still there. And the ties, the decking that was on top of the bridge is also still there. On top of the trestle. It's just everything on top of that is all new. And when they put the trailway through, they put this top layer and, you know, put the railing and stuff on it. But those there, that's original ties and the decking. And that's the regular, that's the original girder plate bridge. So, and you can see they use granite, a piece of granite on top of concrete. So, and you can also see the wood, plywood that they used, still in the concrete. And when they built the, when they put the concrete in for the form. Anyways. See some debris. I wonder what that could be. It's not railway related or just a junked car. Ooh, I see rivets. Not sure what it could be. Car, truck maybe? No, it ain't rivets. Must be a vehicle. Yeah, it's a vehicle. It's something like an old Beetle type of design. It's pretty squashed up. And I say track is just up here. So I wonder if this guy was maybe fooling around on the tracks and got his car squashed up. Possible, isn't it? Quite possible it could have got fired down over this bank. Not a whole lot in the way of insulators around here, you know. There's a few, but pretty far and in between. There's a piece of cable. There was a pole stand here at one point. Once upon a time. There's the stump. That's where the pole was, right there. bridge. And now this is another highway bridge. This one here is for the Manuels bypass road. This bridge was put in while the railway was running, hence the overpass. But it's looks like it's getting in pretty rough shape, especially along the sides and the bottoms and the angle parts. As you can see, there's erosion. The bridge is starting to be undermined. So I'm half thinking that later, that's on our railway in right there. I don't think I'll ever like transport trucks ever again. But yeah, I don't know why the railway and the highway system can't live in harmony. I'll never understand it. Anyways, yeah, this bridge was put in while the railway was running, and for the shape that it's in, you can tell it's getting undermined. And I don't know how much longer this bridge will be here before it's taken out and just filled in with clay and you put a tunnel through. But cool document anyways. I don't know what the date is on the bridge. You can get the dates off these end pieces, but they're on the other side. Anyways, and there's lots of graffiti, of course, underneath the bridge. Now the support beams are strong enough. The beams themselves don't appear to be bothered. There's a concrete there. Don't look too bad. Bridge got a bit of life in her yet. But these parts right here definitely got to be redone. Anyways, echo. Prime example there with the bridge giving out. So, anyways.
soaring through the summer breeze.